Hey, what's up, cryptocurrency enthusiasts? So, you want to be making millions with cryptocurrency, and you started looking into shit tokens, right? Because everybody says, there's so much risk. So, therefore, as you know, with risk comes great reward. But also, what are you risking? I mean, whatever you're willing to risk is obviously what you're willing to lose. So, you put $1,000 in, I mean, it's almost like a gamble. But I'm going to show you how to lessen that gamble, right? Because at the end of the day, there's scams out there. There's tons of tokens that are coming out. You got to watch it for rugs. A rug is when the developers have their hand in the cookie jar and they're just waiting for you to invest. And whoop, you're done. All your investment just like that. And there's no hope. There's no hope of future development. There's no reason for other people to invest in it, and ultimately you're fucked. So I'm going to teach you guys how to actually make some smart plays here. I'm actually going to go over a few tokens that I'm invested in and my true and honest opinion on them. Right? I'm going to show you guys how to actually swap and get these tokens, these shit tokens, as they call them, right? Brand new tokens. And ultimately, let's go over a few of these things, because really at the end of the day, nobody wants you becoming a millionaire. Nobody wants you making money. They want to make money, right? These exchanges, these tokens that are out there, they're not meant for you, right? A lot of them are meant to take from you. So how are you supposed to really read these communities? How are you supposed to do this? Well, I'm going to show you how to do this right now. So first things first, okay? A lot of you guys are not doing this. You're on an exchange right now. You're probably using Coinbase, or you're probably using something very typical that anybody can do, right? You're not going about this the crypto way, right? So most of you guys are using an exchange like Coinbase, and you buy your dog coin or whatever through there. Actually, yeah, is Coinbase? I don't think Coinbase you could pay for Dogecoin right now on Coinbase. Let me just check real quick. I don't think you can. Let me see. Yeah, I don't really use Coinbase like that other than to upload my funds, right? Because you need an exchange, like a KYC exchange for the most part, to upload your funds. And really, I talk about this in my other videos too, on how to like get your, to trade off. Let me see. I don't think you can. Yeah, this asset's not supported yet, so you can't buy Dogecoin yet through Coinbase. But as far as I know, I think it's coming very soon, and that's going to be good for the coin. But Dogecoin is not what I'm talking about today, because everybody knows about Dogecoin, and that's great for the coin itself, and it's going to obviously increase, and people are going to invest in it. But that's all it is, right? People investing into it, investing into a coin, into a token, creates more money, creates the value, right? Just people being invested into it. So you have what we call whales in the cryptocurrency industry. Almost any stock exchange, stock shares, whatever, you have these whales, right? People who can invest $100,000 to millions of dollars into a specific token, and when they do that, it drives the price up like crazy. But it's an illusion, because that same people that put those millions in there, they can take it right back out and create a crazy drop. Now, let's say you buy in after that whale, right, increases that price, and you got this guy millions in, you buy in. Let's say you buy in. You don't want to miss out on the crazy, ups of this coin that's about to happen, right? You think it's just the next Bitcoin, etc., etc. Well, you buy into it, and what happens, right? Well, this whale pulls out. Now it drops. Now you're like a lot. You lost like almost all your profit. You're less than half now of what you put in. You put in $4,000. Now you're down to $1,000. It's like, shit. Well, I don't want to lose my last $1,000. You pull out, and then what happens? All these panic selling happens, and now the price is this. And what happens? The whale buys back in, and right back up. People start buying back up, and then you get back in again, and you're getting sucked for your money. But here's the thing: you don't lose if you pull out in a profit. You only lose if you pull out in a negative. So do not pull out. They call that paper hands when you pull out too early, and you sell off. So have those diamond hands, hold strong, right, and stick with it. You know, it's an investment. You don't want to invest into something that you think is a short-term deal. You want to invest into long-term, right? That's the thing. Shit coins, these tokens that just come out. How are you supposed to know what's good? Because there's a lot of scams coming out right now. It's getting fucking crazy, and I'm here to show you guys how to sort this out. So first off, let's go over this. I know you guys are tired of looking at me. So look, Coinbase or any type of wallet out there, right? They got Uniswap, which is that's not a wallet here. They got Trust Wallet and MetaMask. Those are two very common wallets right now. And I do everything through my phone. I'm just on the computer because it's easier for me to record, obviously, and set this all up and show you. But so you can download the MetaMask app on your phone or the Trust Wallet app on your phone, and they offer ways for you to buy cryptocurrency with your card, right? Obviously, Ethereum is the currency to get. Ethereum is gas, right? Like for a car, for example, it's gas for you to do everything and make every swap and purchase in the future. So the currency to go to is Ethereum. Make sure you guys are buying Ethereum with your card. Okay, so let's say you do that, and now you want to go to an exchange, okay, where things are a little bit more legitimate. You could do that with Hotbit, which I do suggest Hotbit just because it is a good exchange. I don't care what people say. It's a scam, yada yada. It's real. I do it. I have a video I recorded of me actually pulling out my money and my funds from Hotbit into my wallet. So I don't want to hear it. It's just an exchange. It is true though. In exchange, you do not really own your currency. That is true to an extent because you only own it when you technically own the keys, right? Those cryptocurrency keys in your wallet. You have that unique identifier for your wallet for your actual token, right? Which you store inside of your wallet, which would look like this, right? I mean, it might be tough to see, but you got your wallet, you got your different tokens, and you can come in and you can receive and send like as if I were to exchange funds with somebody. Like I could trade you this many Shiba or SHIB, or I can exchange this many Doge coins, and I could do that with a wallet. So you can't really do that with exchange. You can, but there's a lot of fees that are involved, and it almost makes it not worth it. Hotbit, I found, has the least amount of fees. And people, and it depends also, because the fees could be big for one person but not for the other, depending on the quantity, right? It's all about quantity. So you'll learn that with trial and error on the tokens that you do. Now let me talk about some shit tokens with you guys that have potential, right? And let me just show you what most people are looking at right now. There's a lot of scams going on. There ain't no way some of these are popping off like they are, and they just came out, right? There's actually, remember, this cryptocurrency game, it's not meant for you to become a millionaire. It's meant for the people to really take your money. That's what everybody's goal is. It's really to get themselves rich. They aren't here to get you rich. Okay, they want you to be involved, but just for them to make money. Okay, just get the facts down at the end of the day. So let's take a look here at Dex Tools. I want you guys to be safe. So look, you'll see a lot of trending words right now that are number one here. So this is usually where you call trending pairs. Usually these are where most people are involved at the moment. Now we take a look. Let's take a look at Elon. That just came out. Must too. Fucking all the trending words, right? And first things first is we want to take a look at total liquidity. That's not bad liquidity. There's actually 7,000 holders, which normally I would say that's pretty good. I've heard some terrible things about this right now, how it's a rug pull, and most of these are, right? What is, like, once again, a rug pull is where the dev owns most of it and will pull that on you as soon as they feel it's lost its momentum, right? And so Elon, that literally just came out. Like I'm watching this. Elon just came out. There ain't no way this is legitimate. Okay, 600 plus holders and already 2.5 million liquidity. I mean, I just don't buy it. There's no way. We take a look at Musk. Okay, once again, you have 200,000 liquidity, which isn't a lot. I would never suggest this. This has already been rugged. It looks like it already came out, already dropped. Okay, so what's the good one, right? Where's the good one? We're looking. This one has, doesn't even show liquidity. It's just, it's 1.8, it's 179 already. Another one I wouldn't hop in, right? I wouldn't hop into that one either. Let's take a look at Artex, right? Just take a peek at it. See what it looks like. Oh, that's the one we just looked at. That was nothing. SHIB. Now SHIB, this one looks healthy. And you could see 16 million 16 million total liquidity. That means total liquid assets in there. Daily volume, wow, there's a lot of volume going with it as well. 40 between buys and sells, 40 million just today. Wow, a lot of SHIB in there. Holders, over 100 grand in holders. That's really decent. 100,000 holders. Whew. That's a nice number. That's something that's going to blow up, especially with Shiba Swap. And I'll go into more about projects and how to really judge projects here in a second. But notice how SHIB, look how it just dropped to 10. Hey, you can't tell me this Spellon. Let's look at Spellon. Who the hell are you, Spellon? Where you come from? With your 18 fucking holders. Get the fuck out of here. It's some bullshit, okay? That's how you got to judge these things, okay? It's a scam. Look, do what you want. It's not financial advice, but it is. I mean, come on, guys. Like, if 18 holders, and you're trying to tell me this shit is already #1 trending, like, Dex Tools is really sketchy, okay? I mean, so what do you use it for? It's a tool to still look at some analytics of these coins, right? So, like, even take a look at Kishu. That's one that people have been talking about too. Let's take a look. This was a hype one that people been on. Well, 18,000 holders. That's not bad. 600. Hey, this is not bad. I mean, it's been a little bit in a down trend, but you can see right here, it's got a floor. It's kind of flooring it right here. Hopefully that just keeps building for you guys and it keeps growing steadily. Getting those whales out, right? Like I was talking about whales earlier. The faster they're out of the system, the more you can get some legitimate, more long-term investors in here and really see some growth in a currency, right? It all comes with quantity, not really the large investors. Those guys are there to get in and get out, and take their profits. So you got to watch out for those types of moves. Now let's take a look at some of these tokens websites, and let me just go over the quality of what websites may look like, and then I'm going to show you guys actually how to use Uniswap and PancakeSwap to actually get these tokens, right, and put them into your wallet, right? How that works. I'm going to show you through my phone as best I can here. So, like, let's take a look at Shiba token, right? That's SHIB, right? This is Leash, and the future token that's coming out called Bone. So what I like about SHIB, and there's some pictures, and I'm in their Telegram. I have been in their Twitter. I have seen their development team, and you can see it's a big development team. You can see that this is actually a very nice website as compared to a lot of the other ones. They explain what they do to their total liquidity. Half of it they burn, like half of their tokens, right? They burn into the VB wallet, right? And really, what does that do, right? It limits the supply to a certain point, and then they're actually going to do a second burn. And so they're going to teach you, they actually show you guys from the website how to do it through Uniswap, right? Because you're supposed to buy the actual token, right, through an exchange or through a right through your wallet, right? And with the Ethereum, right, you take your Ethereum from your wallet and you transfer that into SHIB, right? And I'll show you guys how to do that in a second, from your wallet or from the exchange. So you can see where they're actually going to put their their money, how they're going to donate a lot of it, yada yada. They even go over their community, and their communities are strong, especially their Discord server. I give them props for really banding the community together. The stronger the community, the stronger the coin, I have come to find out. especially if the devs, right, the developers, and the admins are involved. Okay, so that's why I am super bullish on SHIB, and it is definitely undervalued for what it is. Now, Husky Token, right? Husky. Now, I mean, I've talked about that on a different video. This one I'm a little disappointed in where it's gone so far in the past few days. Developers have been super, super absent, and that's sad, because when you develop a token and people are going to invest money into it, like, you gotta understand, like, there's people who are putting their livelihoods into you, that are putting their faith into you. So just to abandon and kind of like be ghosting your people, it really does suck. I mean, even though I do think Husky Token is still gonna have a future, it's super. It dropped like 50% from last time I spoke on it, and I'm a little disappointed in where it's gone so far. But I do still have hope for it, and I think it does have a future. But I'm right now just trying to get into a basic website, right? Seems to be like a tooth and nail just to get inside of this thing. And once you're in, which, I mean, it does work, you can get inside of it, you can see, but it's I wouldn't say it's the most professional looking, and got this cute, sexy little dog looking at you like, ooh, this is the community. Kind of a little weird, but it's pretty much reminds me of the SHIB a little bit. They go over their plan, right? So is April. They did some sort of BSC bridge airdrop. Don't ask me really what that means, other than, hey, they plan on, like, the early investors, they plan on reimbursing them with tokens, pretty much is all that means. They take the wallets that they look at the addresses at a certain time frame, and then they reimburse them, right? And that's coming, like, I think that's happening within this week. And May to June next month, right? They're coming up with Husky Swap, right? I mean, the devs, the developers, the admins have been super absent, so I mean, it's not like I can ask them questions directly. And if they're watching this, which I doubt, because they probably are super busy, there's only a few of them as far as I know. I think it's got the future. It's just it's a little disappointing, the slack that they've had so far with it. But now we look at another one. I'm sure you guys may have heard of this, SHIBAKEN, right? Like, every dog, right, has come out that you can possibly think of with these coins, and SHIBAKEN's just another one of them. I mean, I invested a little bit with it. It's got potential, but once again, it's one of those things where it doesn't really have much of a future, right? As far as I can see, it doesn't really have much of a plan. It's just, hey, here we are, we're token SHIBAKEN, hype up. I've got trillions of SHIBAKEN, so I would love for it to get to the top. I would love for all of you guys to invest in it myself, and if I could sit here and lie to you and say all this great things that it's got coming, but really it's a brand new thing. It's just popped up, but at least it's got a site. A lot of these tokens don't even have sites, right? So if it doesn't have a website, doesn't have much of a community, that's a red flag, and I say stay away from that shit, okay? But these three are ones I'm looking at, and obviously SHIB is the most strong out of all three of them. Then I would say Husky, and then I would say SHIBAKEN if I had to rate this on strength. Now, how are you supposed to even buy these tokens? It's super difficult for you to buy Husky or SHIBAKEN right now, and let me just show you how to do that so you guys are not left astray. SHIB itself, the actual SHIB, is a lot easier if you were to just create an account with Hotbit, and then you can go to the exchange. You can literally just send your Ethereum that you get in your wallet to this exchange, right? You would go to you would simply go to Ethereum, right? Let's say that, and you would go to your wallet, you would deposit. You would simply go to, if you wanted to, obviously get, this is one way to buy SHIB, right? I'm just going to show you guys. I actually have a video on how to buy SHIB, which I will show you, but this is how you would do it in the exchange, right? I'm not going to go into the details, and then, hey, you would go to Ethereum, you would copy the deposit address and send it from the one. I have a whole video. I don't want to waste any more time on this one. But now, how do you buy Husky and SHIBAKEN, right? I have another video obviously teaching you how to buy Husky, but I kind of want to just show you once again how to do that right from your phone. So I'm going to blow up my screen. You guys can go ahead and skip to the end of the video if you don't want to watch this part, but let me just show you guys how this works. So let's say you got your wallet on your phone. Okay, let's say you're using Trust Wallet. Now in Trust Wallet, you have to buy Ethereum. Okay, that's just, there's no way around it. And why Ethereum is super undervalued right now, you have to buy it because it's like gas in order for you to transfer funds from your Trust Wallet into any kind of these other tokens, right? So what you want to do, okay, is first of all, you're going to need those contract IDs of any token that you want. So let's say you want Husky Token. You got to actually go into DEX Tools or EtherScan, right? And it's another thing, or any of these other listing sites for the tokens, and you want to go ahead and get that contract ID. Okay, contract ID is super important for any of these brand new tokens like Husky Token or the SHIBAKEN or even SHIB itself. So now on Trust Wallet, they have a buy button right here that you can see, and you can just go ahead and buy, and you can actually with MoonPay, right, which honestly is, once again, it's going to make you show your ID. It'll make you wait 10 to 12 hours before that becomes available. And you know it says 1 to 5, but expect 10 to 12 hours before your Ethereum comes available. And you might want to even send a support ticket as soon as you send it, like, hey, I just submitted it, because they backed up. They're backed up bad, and it's just the way it is right now. It's super hard to get your USD into cryptocurrency. Let's face it, your government does not want you taking your funds and taking them away and transferring them into some other currency. It does not want that, but you can do that. So anyways, let's go ahead and go over this real quick. So let's say you got your funds, right? You went ahead and bought Ethereum. Okay, now you got some Ethereum in your account. Now what you want to do is Uniswap or 1inch. Okay, 1inch and Uniswap, you can go back and forth between those, and usually your fees will range depending on because there's going to be fees, right? There's no way around the fees. You're going to have to pay gas fees. It's the risk. Once again, you're paying into these really low price tokens that are brand new, and yeah, there's great reward, but obviously it takes a lot of risk, and part of that risk is also the fees up front for this token as well. So you can pay $60 to $100 in fees alone, and it doesn't really matter how many tokens you're buying, because it's going to be the same thing. You can buy for, let's say, you can't just buy $100 worth of you're gonna have to pay like at least $200 to $300 worth if you really want to get your money's worth. Because if you end up paying, putting $200 invested into this token, you're gonna end up only getting $100 worth usually. If you're lucky, $150 worth. Okay, so let's see here. Let's say you want to do that. Now you got your Trust Wallet. It's up. It's open. Now you got to go to your browser. Okay. Yeah, Google Chrome. I suggest Google Chrome every time. It's encrypted. It's secure. Go to Google Chrome. Let's say in DEX Tools on here, you could also use DEX Tools here. I would say, hey, let's go to SHIBAKEN. That one's in a dip right now. Let's say you want to do that. Now you can go ahead and copy the contract ID, which is here. Okay, so at the bottom of each of this, you can hit the trade button. Okay, let's see if you guys can see that. There, can you see that? Okay, at the bottom of any token will have a trade, right? And when you do that, it'll bring up Uniswap. Okay, right there, it will have the contract ID right here underneath it, which you can copy, and then you can paste that into 1inch as well. So what a Uniswap is just a quick app that you can connect to your wallet, right? And first of all, you have to accept this. This disclaimer is letting you know you can lose up all your shit. There's rugs everywhere. So you import, right? You want to import, right? And when you do that, you want to go ahead, you can obviously switch from your ETH to SHIBAKEN. Simple as that. So if I want to do that, let's say I want to do $200, or I'm sorry, Ethereum to SHIBAKEN is, you have to obviously judge how much Ethereum is worth, probably like $2,600 right now. So let's say it'll tell you how much Ethereum you have available. But first, you obviously want to connect your wallet. You know, you can, I usually do Wallet Connect, right? And then with Wallet Connect, it'll connect straight to your wallet. And obviously you can disconnect it as well. Make sure you disconnect, exit out when you're done. But when you're connected, it's connected straight to your wallet. It obviously is, it even gives you the option, right, to whichever wallet you have, you can connect to it. So it's very simple in that aspect. Obviously when you do it, you know, it'll work. And make sure that you're also, so let me just show you guys the settings and what you want to do real quick. So let's say I want to do MetaMask. Yeah, let's say I want to do that. Let's connect. Okay, cool. So let me take down the brightness a little bit. So you're connected to your wallet. Like that, cancel. Okay, disconnect the session. Okay, exit out. I'm gonna do a little reconnect here. Wallet connect. Let's say trust wallet. Okay, connect. Now it'll say okay, it's connected. You go back to your browser. Okay, cool. Now it tells you your balance. It'll tell you your balance up here, and you can just select max on what you got if you want, and it'll give you a certain amount of SHIBAKEN back. So obviously after you enter that amount, you have settings up here, right? And you want to make sure that you set your slippage, especially for these tokens that are getting traded quickly or just being bought up. You want to set it to at least 5 to 10. I usually put 10 for good measure, and you have to enter that, and sometimes it won't even show that number, but you've entered it, so it's there. And that's about it. There's a transaction deadline. I usually just put 10 to 20 minutes. I leave it on 20 sometimes. And there's a ways to actually cancel a pending transaction if it comes down to it. Usually you don't get pending transactions and you can swap immediately, especially with a slippage of 10. But when you do that, boom, connect, and it'll put it right into your wallet. But before you do that, make sure that you add any custom tokens, right? Let's say you've got a custom token you want to add to your wallet. Well, there's a section to actually add a custom token. Let me see if I can find where this is at here. So I should be able to do that with. So let's say I wanted to go to, because I already added all these custom ones already. So let's say I want to do that with Spellon or whatever the fuck you call it, Ardex. So you come here to Ardex, for example. Let's say you can copy the contract ID. It's usually right up the top here. You copy that. Right, that contract ID is really everything you need for that token. You want to go ahead and receive. You can paste it. Ardex token, right? And it shows you right there how you paste it into. You can also, I think you can add it straight to your wallet with. Paste that token in there, in the manage section. Paste it, and you can actually turn it on right there. There's different ways to to add tokens. But you can add custom token as well if it's not in there, and paste it, and once again save it. Okay, boom, simple as that. You want to make sure you have that custom token added to your wallet before you start swapping Ethereum for that token. Okay, I know this shit's complicated. I know this is probably speaking alien for a lot of you guys, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask me below. I probably didn't explain it the best way possible, but I wanted to put something out there for you guys, so you guys aren't getting confused and losing your shit on these shit tokens, right? Really, at the end of the day, be safe, do your research, make sure you're investing long term. Okay, for the long term purposes. Obviously, investing in shit tokens, if you are just following the hype, it's a get in, get out play. Okay, you got bots everywhere. Bots are automatically, decisively taking a specific amount of profit, right? You know, for the user, and you know they're not there considering the long-term investment. They're just there for hype. So just be careful, be very careful. Make sure you're investing in the right things. And I wish you guys all good luck. Really hope you guys make your millions, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask below. Sorry this video went a little bit longer than my rest of them, but with all the shit tokens that are coming out, I want to make sure you guys are doing your due diligence. Also, before I leave, just want to show you guys Token Sniffer is a way for you guys to really get ahead of the game, see some of these trending tokens. Just be aware, 90% of these shits are going to be scams, are going to be shit, so make sure you're doing your research on them prior to anything. Make sure you're doing your research. Okay, good luck guys, and